Hi, everyone. Thank you so much to those that could come to the Zoom meeting for volunteering for the Buddy Walk. I'm going to show a little PowerPoint, but I'm Lindsay Lubell. I'm the Vice Chair of Down Syndrome Association of Atlanta. I'm the volunteer coordinator for the Buddy Walk, and I'm also on the committee for the Buddy Walk. It's my favorite day of the year. This will be my 12th year, my 12th Buddy Walk. So it's really exciting to see the families come back year to year. The kids grow up, the new babies that are there, and I just really appreciate you guys all helping. And let me pull up the PowerPoint. All right. So I just want to take a big thank you or say a big thank you to all you guys. For taking your time out on Saturday and at other Down Syndrome Association events. Just thank you so much for volunteering with us. Like I always say at the end of my emails, us as the Buddy Walk committee can plan an amazing Buddy Walk, but it takes you as a volunteer to make it successful. So we really couldn't do this without you all. The kids love getting to know you guys, and thank you so much again. Now for all the details for Saturday, the event is this Saturday, October 5th. It starts at 10 and it goes till 2. The walk will start lining up at 11:45. The walk starts at noon. The first address on here is the address to the event, the field where the event will take place. We have all of our families parking in a garage. So the next address on here is the parking garage. And the third address is just the actual KSU Marietta campus. Please don't forget, it's at Marietta. It is not at the KSU main campus. We're asking all volunteers if they can show up between 7:30, 7:45 and stay till 2:30 to help us clean up. If you are not able to stay that long, that's okay. Any hours, any minutes that you can give us is we'll be more than happy about and appreciate. If you are a KSU student watching this, ignore the times. I believe you guys signed up for certain time periods, so just come when you're supposed to. Again, if the volunteers could show up between 7:30, 7:45, our families get very eager and they start showing up around 9:30, even though the event doesn't start till 10. So we just want to make sure everything is set up. We will have parking right next to the fields for volunteers, but it is going to be a first come, first serve basis. We hopefully will have enough spots for everyone, but if we do not, then the extra volunteers will have to park in the parking garage. It's a little small walk from the parking garage to the event. All the families will be doing it. So if you don't get a spot in the lot, you'll just park in the parking garage. So here's a map. So where the arrow is, that's where the event's going to take place. And then over here in the blue, that is the parking garage. You'll just take this road up and to the event. But if you get there early enough and there are still VIP parking spots, you can just come right up and you'll park right here where it says yellow VIP parking. This is a map of the day of the event. So I'm going to go over everything. So right here where it says car unloading drop off, that's where the families are going to come, the teams. Most of the time, everyone will get out of the car except for the driver. They'll unload all their heavy stuff. Then the driver will come and go park in the parking garage. We will have 4 golf carts going, and they will go pick up the extra person or the family from the parking garage and drive them to the event. So they do not have to walk. So we will need volunteers right here, getting the cars moving. They're going to kind of pull into VIP parking, turn around, and exit the same way they come. We don't want to hold up the line, so we try to make them move as fast as possible, and we want everyone to be safe. So we will need volunteers there. Then you come in to enter. We have the registration tent right here. We'll have some ladies that have already signed up for registration, working that, have worked it in the past and at the holiday party. Here you'll give out the swag bags. You'll register. Hopefully we're just going to let the team captains come and do the registration. Everyone else hopefully will go set up where they want to sit. And then we will have a photo release that I'll go over later that we will have a volunteer getting everyone to sign. Behind that is the volunteer tent. So when you guys get there 7:30, 7:45, or if you sign up for a later time, you'll meet me at the volunteer tent. It'll be me, Cheryl, or Denise. We'll all be wearing Buddy Walk shirts, but you can meet us there and we can tell you what your assigned job is. We also will have breakfast and lunch in that tent for all the volunteers. And this year we'll have our participants or individuals with Down syndrome that are over 18. They'll also be hanging out in the tent with us. So feel free to kind of introduce yourself, talk to them, get to know them. That would be great. Behind that is the swag tent. So we'll have some Down syndrome Association of Atlanta swag for anyone to grab, tattoos, stickers, lots of different things to represent DSA at that tent. So then we're gonna come over here. This is the stage. The DJ will be on the stage. There'll be a Zumba part or Zumba dancing, lots of activities right here. Family area, picnic seating area in the front. We'll have families or teams that are going to be sitting on the ground on towels, and behind them we will have families that have brought their own tents. So we will have a specific area for people that bring tents. So we will just have to make sure they are in that area so they're not blocking any of the teams that are sitting on the ground. Then we'll have JD's barbecue. We'll need a volunteer there just to help give out food. Only some participants registered for food, not everyone. Some people bring their own. So we'll have a list and make sure that they are registered for food before they get it. So again, we'll have a volunteer there. People can sit at the tables. And then there's a second entrance right here. There is Kona Ice. Everyone, including volunteers, can have one Kona Ice. If it's hot out, it'll taste so good. Bubbles right here next to the lunch table, and Bubbles over here. We'll have bubble making machines, so we'll need volunteers just to make sure there's soap in there. We have our resource fair and our vendor fair. So resource fair is like clinics. Gigi's Playhouse will be there. Lots of different sponsors that want to tell us or tell the participants, the teams about what they do for their job. And then the vendor fair is a few people that will be selling Down syndrome t-shirts and items that they make. We'll have a craft area up here behind the vendor fair, the resource fair. This year we're doing something new, and we will have a memory wall of, that's where the flowers are. So it's going to be on this fence back here behind the walk. At the craft station, we'll have little butterflies. People that have lost someone with Down syndrome will write their names on the butterfly. They can decorate the butterfly, and then they will go put it on trying to get rid of this. We'll put it on this banner, and we'll bring the banner every year, but the banner is just in memory of. Then we'll have a little Home Depot section. They usually bring volunteers. If they do not bring volunteers, we will need our volunteers, but they usually bring just like a little wood activity that kids can make something out of. We'll have Toppling Tots. So if you're really into playing with babies and little ones, feel free to let me know that you want to volunteer in that area. We'll have things for little kids to climb over, probably a ball pit, a little car for them to ride, but those are for the little ones. And then we have our DSA market, first time walkers. So that's where people can buy Down Syndrome Association of Atlanta swag items. We have shirts, hats, umbrellas, sweatshirts, everything like that. And then if someone comes up to you that's a first time walker, please send them to that tent as well. We have a mom that will be sitting there. Her child's about 35, and she's been going to Buddy Walk every year. So she'll be there to welcome them. And then we're going to go all the way to the right. There's inflatables. I think there's a few athletic ones, soccer and basketball, but there is one where two people will be racing. So we will need someone at the finish line and the starting line, and you'll just say ready, set, go if they want to race. Occasionally a kid might get a little nervous or scared in the middle. There is like a little netting that we can see the kids, but you might have to run in and rescue them or just help them get out. So we'll need volunteers there. And then I know the KSU students will kind of be doing games throughout and helping here and there. There are going to be porta potties over by the lunch tables, and then there are real bathrooms near VIP parking if anyone is looking for them. We did extend the race, so if you have been here before, we moved the starting arch further back this year. So it's going to be behind the inflatables, and it's going to go all the way over by JD's barbecue. The last thing we will do is handing out medals. This year we changed it. Only individuals, participants with Down syndrome will get medals. Everyone else, siblings and friends, will get stickers. So if you want to volunteer for that, let me know. Please know that This is not for everyone. If a little kid comes up to you and it breaks your heart not to give them a medal, please don't volunteer for this section. We are just sticking to individuals with Down syndrome. Those will get the medals and everyone else will get a sticker. So that is the map. The map will be printed out on the day of, and I will send this video to everyone so you'll have a copy of the map. Once you get to the field, you can meet me in the volunteer tent. If I'm not in there for some reason, I'm probably showing someone an area I need help with. You can text me, 404-246-7432. I plan to be wearing a black Down syndrome or a black Buddy Walk shirt with black bottoms. So hopefully that is what I wear. If you can look for me, there's also going to be Cheryl, the executive director, and Denise, director of engagement, that can help you. We'll all have the same papers with the drops and everything. Again, DSA will be providing breakfast and lunch. It is sub sandwiches, so if that is not your thing, just bring a snack. Just some examples of places we need volunteers help. So starting at 7:30 to 9:30, we need help just setting up the swag bags. Resources will be giving us items to put in the swag bags, so we have to do that. Last year, just overnight, it rained and there's some dew, so the tables are going to be set up on Friday. So we might just have to wipe them down. The chairs will be out there on Friday, so we might have to wipe them down, but they will not be open. They'll be on the table, so we will have to set them up behind the tables. We'll need help setting up Marketplace, so we'll have boxes of hats, umbrellas, shirts, everything like that. The start and finish arch will be blown up, so we'll need we'll have generators, but we'll need to blow those up before. We'll have lots of banners and signs to hang up. Someone needs to put soap in the bubble machine, and then someone to just set up the butterflies for the craft area. During some of the jobs we'll have is handing out swag bags, one per team, and then someone else at registration who is not registering the captains will be asking for people to sign for permits for their kid to be photographed. If the kid or the family does not want their kid to be photographed, they'll get a sticker. So if you are taking pictures throughout the day, make sure you are not photographing people with the sticker. We don't want those posted on social media or anything. We'll need people helping with line control for food, traffic control to get cars unloaded, moved out of the way for the next car, bubble machine during as well. JD's Barbecue for lunch will have a list of who ordered and what they ordered. We'll have a few popcorn stations. There'll be directions laminated for you to learn how to make the popcorn, and there'll be water and Capri Sun as well. People might just come up to you for a snack. We'll have 4 golf cart drivers that will drive from the parking garage back to the event in the beginning. And then we'll have people handing out medals. Again, medals are just for participants or individuals with Down syndrome. Afterwards, usually around 1:30, 1:45, we start cleaning up. The event is over at 10. We just need help packing everything up. We put all of our boxes back in a U-Haul, and we fold down the chairs, but they will come pick up the tents and the tables. One thing I did not write on here is Friday from 10:30 to 1, we are going to be setting up. So if anyone has some time then that wants to come help volunteer, we'll be out at KSU Marietta the day before on Friday, 10:30 to 1. So just to break it down a little further, kids zones, like I said before, they're going to be inflatables. If you love to be active, this is a great station for you. You basically just tell the kids when to go. And then if they get a little nervous during it, you might have to get in it and help them move around. Popcorn and drink, you'll just make popcorn. There'll be a bag of, we'll provide the directions and everything at each popcorn machine, and you basically just scoop it in and hand it out. We'll need volunteers with the food truck and the Kona Ice truck. We'll need volunteers at registration table, DSA Marketplace, and just someone to kind of interact with the older adults at our volunteer tent. If you really like playing with babies and toddlers, the toddler tumbler area is for you. That's where I started many years ago because I love the little ones. And then we'll need someone helping with parking and drop off. During the walk, we'll need people cheering on the participants. It's not a very far walk, but if we can get them hyped up even more than they already are, it makes it really fun. Cleaning up at them, breaking down chairs, tables, and tents. And then we can never have enough volunteers. So if you have any family or friends interested, you do not need to let me know. Just bring them the day off. And last but not least, in the email I send out and I'll send it again on before the events, but we do have a volunteer waiver form that we need you to sign up, just liability needs to sign. So if you don't mind just signing this and emailing it to Denise, if you are unable to email and need to print it out and sign it, you can bring it the day of and give it to me. Or if you need help just scanning it or sending an email, let me know. Just some other miscellaneous things. We're working on stranger danger with a lot of the kids and adults with Down syndrome. So if they ask you for a hug, just give them a handshake or a high five. We're really working on boundaries and everything. So we don't want them to not even know you yet and give you get into your personal space and give you a hug. So please just give them a high five or a handshake. Don't ask for any of their information. Don't give out your information. They will take advantage, and the adolescent or adult with Down syndrome might text you all the time. So I would not give out any of your information. And then last but not least, make sure you are paying attention to the kids that will have the photo like no photos sticker on them. We don't want to take pictures of them. We don't want to put it on social media because some parents are very serious about that. If you have any questions or anything before the walk, you can email me or you can email info@dsaatl.org. But we cannot thank you enough for helping us on Saturday. Again, it's literally my favorite day of the whole year. And I'm very excited for it to happen. These little boys are Wills and Patrick, and they will both be there. They're a little older now, but they are both excited to see all the volunteers. And again, if you need anything the day of or before, that's my number on there, and you guys all have my email. So if you have any questions, please just email me and I will get back to you as soon as possible. But we will see everyone Saturday. Thank you.